Good afternoon in the dining room today. Not for much longer though. I'm going to be potting on the tomatoes that we sowed about 4 weeks ago, something like that. And there's four types of tomatoes. They've all come up really well. We also sowed some basil, which has come up. We sowed two types of peppers, which are quite small but are germinating well, and also another type of tomato called a lychee tomato, which apparently has thorns on it, not on the tomato, but on the plant. So what I'm going to do now is show you how they have germinated, and then I'm going to move to our utility room and just do some potting up in there. I'm not going to bore you with potting up what's that, must be about 40 tomatoes. You might not think 40 tomatoes sounds a lot, or you may think 40 tomatoes seems a lot, but actually I planned out where we're going to sow them and where we're going to grow them. This is the tray of seeds that we sowed 4 weeks ago. As you can see, some of the tomatoes, which are in here and over here, have been stretching to the light, but I've been watching the weather, and obviously I think we've all seen that the weather is going to improve next week. And it's time to pot these on now. What I have been doing is I've been blowing on them every day, like that, which has been strengthening their stems. I'm not sure if you can see, but they do have nice, strong stems. These are going to be planted pretty deep into 11 centimetre pots, mainly 11 centimetre pots, the tomato certainly. And what we will see is from these tiny hairs that are coming off the stem here, we will see roots come out from there. When they then get planted outside, this, whatever is above the soil, once it's been potted up, will have grown again. And again, what we will endeavour to do is plant them as deep as possible to the bottom set of leaves. That makes sure that there's enough plant below the soil to pick up as much nutrients as possible. Obviously, the more nutrients you have, the better fed, that your plants are, the better fruits one hopefully is going to see. So these at the back are peppers. We've got Californian Wonder here, and we've got Red Marconi here. Then on the tomatoes, these are San Marzano on this side, and these are Marmande, which I'm really looking forward to this year to see how these do. These are Amish or Amish paste, and these are pink Bulgarian, not punk Bulgarian, pink Bulgarian, and basil. Just oddly enough, I did sow basil, which obviously goes well with tomatoes. And then these here are lychee tomatoes, and these are the ones that supposedly have thorns on the actual stem and the leaves of the plant. Only two of those have come up. Those were from Save Seed that somebody sent me last year, so I'm glad we've got two. What you most probably notice that there isn't a field of tomatoes here. What I wanted about five of these, 6 of these, and about 12 of those. And what I seem to have, so I have sowed enough seeds. I think I mostly sowed 8 seeds in here and 8 seeds in here and 8 in here. What I've ended up with here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Amish paste, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strong ones and 1 small one here. Then that's pink Bulgarian. Then the San Marzano, we've got 2 very closely together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another weaker one there. And I think the Marmande, there's about 12. So I'm happy with the germination. So we're going to pot on these today, and the lychee, but we're going to leave the peppers, and we're going to leave the basil. Right, so I've got my potting compost. This is Groshaw all-purpose compost that was on offer at Homebase a while ago, and it was five bags of 40 litres, I think it was, for £10, and it's mixed with some Wilco sowing and cutting compost. Not too nutritious. I don't want anything too nutritious. When you go through, you'll obviously find little bits. That's a bit of hard wood. It's not really going to do anything harmful, but it's not going to do any good. So I'm just taking it out. These are 11 centimetre pots. When you're looking at a square pot like this and it says 11 centimetres, that's from there to there. It's about 12 centimetres deep, I think. So if I take these, so these are our Amish paste and the pink Bulgarian. So what I'm going to do is fill a pot, maybe just over a third full. Then I'm going to use a pen to pull these out. Will be disturbing the roots. It's going to happen. What you don't want is you don't want the tops to be completely entangled like that. They've got tiny little sort of feathers on them as well, so they do get tangled up quite easily. Then holding the leaf, there's a little bit of root on there, I think you can see, not a huge amount, but a little bit. I'm going to put that in there, make a little hole, and then I'm going to carefully fill this up, move it around, holding the leaf, pat it down, not compact it down, pat it down, give it a tap, and then more goes on top. And again, I'm going to pat that down, and it's moving up there. So I'll do another one. Doing this one again, fill with soil, about just over a third, little hole in the middle. This one has got more root on it. Just push that down. Because I've been blowing on these, I know that sounds a bit odd, but because I've been blowing on these, their stems have strengthened somewhat and thickened. So what I'm hoping is that from those stems will come roots. As I think many of you know, you can plant vines, particularly tomatoes, deep, just like you can plant brassicas deep. So as you can see, that there's about 1.5 inches above the soil before it gets to the first set of leaves and then the true leaves. These are going to, these two, so there we are, there's two which have been done. One of the first things to do, which is the thing that I always forget, is to put a label in it. So each will have a label because they're all in black pots, which are pretty similar, so you're going to get mixed up. And I do know exactly where my different varieties are going in the allotment. So I'm going to pot on the rest of these now, and then we'll have a look at them when they're all potted up in the tray. These are the potted up tomatoes. As you can see, they all have been sunk quite a lot deeper into the soil than they were, so they're much more stable. I haven't done the peppers, which are here, and I haven't done the basil. The basil will be done over the weekend, and that will go into the polytunnel, and the peppers will go into the polytunnel when it gets a little bit warmer next week. Everything else is going to have really good water now, and go upstairs where there's more light. So we'll let you know how these are doing in a few weeks. Bye.